Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now on first down.
Hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some room to run now. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick. Returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. On second down, here's Henry. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Henry again on second down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? To throw his Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Wilhelm. Flush to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Off play action. Wilhelm. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second down, they go again with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on Baron Browning. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Off the play fake. Wilhelm, he'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I remember Bama sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Shotgun now for Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Throwing on 1st down. Wilhelm. This one swung out to Williams. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. On 1st down, Wilhelm. He'll buy some time right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the 1st half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring it down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile. And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course,
or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Wilhelm. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a game. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the screen. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Coming. Express.
Throwing now is Carr. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted. And a loose football. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. You go tight. You got tight.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 70 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes, guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And bulldozing his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he did.
Now here's the call. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.